Before you book that flight to Japan, there are a few things I think are worth having before you leave home. Japan is incredible, but we're talking about long flights, tons of walking, hot and humid weather if you're going during the summer like us, trains, Disney, shopping, sightseeing, and entire days where your phone basically becomes your lifeline. So today, I'm showing you exactly what I'm packing for our Japan trip, why I bought each item, and after we get back, I can even let you know if each item was worth it. Welcome to Life Lab. I'm Shannon Linville, and around here we test what actually works and sometimes what doesn't work. If you're planning a trip to Japan, hopefully this video saves you a little research, maybe a little money, and possibly a few blisters. And if you enjoy videos like this, it'd really be helpful if you like, you comment, subscribe, maybe give it a little bit of hype down below as well. It really helps the channel grow. Just to catch everyone up, we're heading to Japan from July 26th through August 5th, 2026 from Atlanta. We're starting in Tokyo, taking the Shinkansen to Kyoto, spending a day in Nagoya, and then heading back to Tokyo where we'll be spending the final days in Disney Resort. So it definitely isn't just an airport vacation. It's 11 days of trains and walking and sightseeing and shopping. Everything I'm bringing has a specific purpose for this itinerary. We're gonna be talking about things that are related to protection from the heat, helping make sure that your devices stay charged up, and then also things to protect your feet in addition to the protection from the heat. And then finally, some safety around your passport and other documents as well. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about protection from the heat. I know, some of these things might look a little bit silly, but trust me, the older you get and the more you travel, the more you realize, look, it's about comfort. I don't care how I look, okay? So the first thing is a neck fan. This actually device I already own. I've owned it for a few years. Very, very durable. And it charges with the USB at the bottom here. It has 3 or 4 speeds that you just simply press right here to start it up. You can probably hear the sound there. 3 speeds. And then it also has an LED light. So hopefully you can see that as well. Various colors, it will change over time. So if you're wearing this in a theme park at night, like we'll wear it at Disney or just somewhere festive, just seeing those lights kind of change color is really fun. It goes around the neck and it is adjustable. So now I'm hands-free. I have it for whatever I need, but just notice here. So if I want to point this towards my face a little bit, maybe up here, of course, sharing it with somebody else, but just keeping it charged throughout the day is key, and just keeping cool. Actually, I think it kind of looks cool, especially with the LED lights. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you feel like it looks silly. So definitely an essential, keeping it charged up with the USB cord for keeping cool in the Japan heat. All right, so next along those same lines of protecting yourself from the heat if you're traveling to Japan in the summer, which by the way, you would be surprised, not everywhere in Japan, but again, we're gonna be in Tokyo and Kyoto and Nagoya. It's kind of similar degree for degree in comparison to Atlanta, Georgia. You know how hot the South can get in the US during the summer. So again, something to consider, a UV blocking umbrella. Notice here the metallic sheen on the exterior of the umbrella, that's actually blocking UV rays. It's not only blocking the sun itself, like maybe if you just were to take a regular umbrella, you could do that, but then it's not going to be blocking as much heat because it's not blocking UV rays. It's kind of like if you were to put window tint on your vehicle, you can buy special window tint that's like ceramic inside of it. So that's blocking out UVA and UVB rays. And so that's blocking out some of the heat as well. That's what this umbrella will do. I think it's something like promising 10 or 15 degrees cooler when you have it. The brand here is uvblocker.com, but you could get this on Amazon. It's cheaper on Amazon. It has a soft grip handle, no metal components because it's expected to be carrying it in hotter weather. And this is kind of a nice combination of, it's not one of those really compact, foldable umbrellas that you just fit in a little bag, but it's not one of those really long ones either. It's kind of the best of both worlds. This one has a pretty substantial diameter. I would have to look at it, but you'll see it here on the screen. By the way, the link is down below for all of these products. Nonetheless, it has a pretty decent diameter, so it does need to be a little bit longer versus completely collapsible, but to me that's worth it. I feel like this is the sweet spot of having it this large, so it has a bigger diameter and more coverage, but not so large that, you know, it's difficult to carry. All right, so we've talked about protecting ourselves from the heat. Now let's talk about protecting ourselves on our feet. Again, you travel enough, you walk around 10, 15 miles a day, which by the way, I totally anticipate that's what's, or more is gonna be happening in Japan. We need to protect our feet. That's something you take for granted. I mean, day 3, day 4, day 5, if you start having blisters on your feet, and this is an 11-day trip, the rest of the trip is gonna be miserable. It's nothing but walking every day. So with that being said, we wanna talk compression socks, both shorter ones to wear every day, just in your shoes as you're walking, and longer ones to wear at night or on the airplane. You will be surprised how much relief that gives you and how much it can just make tired and exhausted and throbbing feet at the end of a day brand new in the morning if you wear these compression socks at night. And we also want to talk silicone heel protectors. This is something brand new that had really never occurred to me, and I saw somebody else recommend it and I was really surprised about it. So some of this stuff I'll be opening up for the first time. I could be mispronouncing this. The products again will be down below and here, but Ballot One Step Ahead gel heel protectors for cracked heels. Well, you don't have to have cracked heels, but you definitely can wear these on your heel inside your shoe, and then even put the compression sock on top of that while you're walking, just to proactively protect against blisters. This one says how to use. Put gel heel protectors on your bare feet, put compression socks on over the pads, and after use, wash with warm, soapy water and let dry. Let's open this. Ooh, it's like an unboxing. And look here, so pretty simple, what you would expect. So your heel's gonna go in here and your foot would come out here. So you're just sliding it on your heel. And it even has breathable perforations here. That's really great. And then it has a little bit of texture on the side here, I think, to just kind of catch the sock and make sure it stays in place in your shoe. And you get 2 packs of 2. So another great product there. Now let's go on to those compression socks. Talk about these shorter ones first. I am not gonna attempt to pronounce this name brand, but JUCLISE socks. Naturally comfortable every step of the way. Made from regenerative natural materials. Bonus! So natural materials, dry fit, compression, seamless toe, targeted cushion, and arch support. So this has a little bit of a tape on the top, but I want to open these with you so we can look at them together. I need to open them to put them in the suitcase anyway. Cool, comes in a little zip pouch, and wow, we have quite a few pairs. Again, it'll be linked down below. 1, 2, 3 pairs. Now, is there a difference between the turquoise and the black? I don't think so. So it has texture here. You can feel kind of the compression around the art at the top of the foot as well. Definitely very, very padded in the heel area and also in the little pull area here. Lots of texture. You can see lots of support throughout, and it has a technology called Cool Max as well. So smaller, lower profile, I should say, compression socks to wear in your shoes every day as you're walking, as compared to the taller compression socks, maybe not quite up to the knee, but taller nonetheless, that I would wear on the airplane. You might as well. You're going to be on the airplane from the States to Japan if you're traveling that far, or even, 5 hours or 6 hours. Might as well wear them on the airplane so your legs and feet feel more refreshed when you get there. And then also at night when you're sleeping, that can help the tired, throbbing feet and legs feel refreshed in the morning. This is Nenka brand, Neenca. Embrace life is their slogan. This has copper in it as well, these compression socks. And I don't know, don't call me a scientist, but copper maybe helps with circulation, something of that nature. Let's see here. Material content: nylon, spandex, copper fiber. Compression helps to promote increased blood flow. Smooth toe seam. Super smooth seam to help prevent irritation and blistering, so rubbing on your skin. Non-slip cuff. They stay up even during exercise. Versatile, unisex, perfect for sports, etc. And cushioned, padded in all the right places. So let's take a look here on this one. This is the length here, and you can see that copper threading throughout, and I can feel lots of compression again around the arch area, lots of compression around the ankle, all throughout the calf. You can feel those very tight fibers just throughout the sock as well. Again, I feel like the copper fibers are a nice touch. I think this is going to be a big contribution to the comfy feeling feet and legs. Okay, so we just talked about heat and we just talked about feet. Now let's talk about power. You're going to be having lots of devices. Your phone, I have a pair of the Meta AI Ray-Ban recording glasses as well, which we will talk about that, and a variety of other equipment. You want to make sure not to be caught unawares or unpowered throughout your trip in Japan. I recommend definitely a variety of power banks or portable power stations or chargers. You can go as expensive as you want. You can go as inexpensive as you want. I prefer this Anker brand, again, linked down below. This has both USB-C, HDMI, specifically a fast HDMI charging port. If I were to turn this on the side button, you're going to see the LED display come on here as well. And then hopefully you can see that, but it says 44%. So it tells how much power is remaining. So it has just kind of an on-screen display. These come in a variety of wattages and how much power can actually be stored in them. This particular one, Samsung, has a fast charge section here, so you can lay. It actually has kind of just like one of those, lay your phone on it or lay your other devices that have that power transfer technology. This one also has a USB-C and then a USB, and then instead of having a digital readout that tells you, oh, by the way, this is actually cool. This shows you the temperature, the battery health, all of that. It just said that on the display. Anyway, instead of this having a very detailed digital display telling you all that data about the power brick, it just has some light here that will tell you an indicator of if the lights are full, it's closer to 100% power, and then if the lights go down, it will be less, getting closer to empty. Power brick, really important thing. I love the Anker brand. I feel like I don't feel like I know. It's very quality. And if I'm going to be traveling that far, I want to make sure that I'm secure in having my neck fan charged and my phone and my Ray-Ban recording sunglasses. So I'm not having to take my phone out every second and record things. Definitely a big time saver and security in mind. Okay, speaking of those Ray-Bans and technology, let's talk about the Ray-Ban Generation 2 Wayfarer AI glasses. I just got these in a couple of days ago. I'm still kind of figuring it out. I just love this though. Let me see if do you see the little LED indicator there? That is so cool. So the case is actually the charger, and below you have the USB-C charging port, but it looks like a traditional glasses case otherwise. This is basically multi-fold. In your Ray-Ban Wayfarer Generation 2, second, so it's like 2.0 version that has come out, they can play music and set up to your Spotify and other streaming services directly in your ear. I happen to get the transitions lenses, so they're clear indoors and transition to shades outside. So if you're recording, you do not have to switch into sunglasses in and out. Speaking of recording, they record. So they will record up to 5 minutes of video. You have to go into the app and change it though. It does come with an app where you do a pairing to your phone. That's how all of the pictures and video actually get to your phone, is by pairing it to the app in the phone. Up to 5 minutes of recording video at a time. If you want to record more than that, folks just tend to stitch it together. So you're just going to stitch the 5-minute clips. I mentioned the transitions. I mentioned the music playing as well, the transition lenses. Also, it has live translation. You have to set that up in the app as well. But yes, if you are hearing Japanese with somebody right in front of you, the speaker in the glasses is going to hear it and it's going to translate it into your ear. You can also download the languages, so it's not connecting to the Ray-Ban server to access the Japanese or the Spanish or whatever language you're listening to, which there could be a delay. If you download the language, embed it into the glasses, then the translation is going to be faster. So live translation in Japan with these glasses, the transitions lenses, the ability to record just either with voice. I can say like, hey Meta, record, or I can press the button on the side, playing the music, all of those things. And so if I open it up, you can see the little LED indicator again. I happen to get the blue. There's kind of magnetic closure in there, so you got to be careful. I'll show that in a moment. But on the interior is where the bridge of the nose sits and where it charges. Hopefully you can see that there. So let me put that down. And yep, these are the glasses themselves. Looks like a pretty standard pair. How do they look? I just heard it. Hey Meta, What am I seeing in front of me right now?
You've got a desk set up for recording or streaming right in front. On the left, there's a ring light on a tripod and a square panel light button.
So it's saying, it looks like you have a setup for recording and streaming right in front of you. And by the way, it's in Awkwafina's voice. Awkwafina, the actress, you can set up the voice in here to be a variety of celebrities and stuff. But so yes, that's the other feature. It can also tell you about what you're seeing in front of you. So if I'm traveling somewhere in Tokyo or here or there, and I'm looking at a particular temple or something of that nature, it's just super cool. The camera is here, so that's how it's seeing that. So giving you information about what you're seeing by simply giving it a voice prompt, playing music, taking the video, taking pictures, sending all of those to your phone, live translation, it's just a must-have. And then again, that power bank will come in real handy because then we'll just be charging it on the bottom there. So I recommend something like this for sure. You could use your phone to do all of that, but here you're wearing it. It's very inconspicuous and you can do all of those features. So super cool product here. Okay, and the final product that I recommend is something to keep your passport and other critical travel documents in that also have that RFID protection, basically meaning if your cards are in there, it's going to protect somebody from being able to kind of put a scanner up next to wherever you're carrying your cards in and be able to pick up on the card number and such. And that is this type of passport case here. I have it linked down below, but this is meant to be able to be carried around your neck and then actually tucked inside your shirt or inside clothing. And then again, the special type of material protects against theft in terms of your credit card numbers, etc. if somebody were to put one of those devices up near it. It has a variety of areas to store items in, so not only your passport, but your wallet. So it has a mesh backing here, 2 zipper areas here. The way I tend to use it is in the large zipper side compartment is where I will indeed carry my passport and then all of the other critical documents as well. This one is 0 grid, but I have another one linked as well. So definitely a critical piece to carry your documents in a more hidden way, in a protective way, where everything is just one-stop shop. I know if this is around my neck, my passport's there, my wallet's there, everything is together, it's sitting in front of me. I don't think Japan is the worst place you could travel in terms of security, but it's just always good to have that. And then if you're traveling anywhere else, you also just have that peace of mind. Same thing if you're in the airport, you have all of your items right in front of you here. So if you need to take them off when you are going through security, it's very easy. If you need to show it to any of the officers, just very easy at your disposal. So this is a product I definitely recommend, not just traveling to Japan, but traveling anywhere. So that's everything I'm packing for Japan. Now we'll find out together whether these products are actually worth bringing or whether I just got really excited on Amazon at 2 a.m. in the morning. After the trip, I'll do a complete follow-up video where I rank every single one of these products and tell you what I'd absolutely buy again and what I wish I had left at home. If you have any Japan travel essentials that you swear by, let me know in the comments below because there's still some time for me to add something before we leave. If this video helped you, I'd really appreciate it if you'd like, comment, subscribe, and share it with somebody who's planning a Japan trip. You can also find links to everything featured in this video, plus some of my other favorite products over at shannonlindell.com or down below. And also, if you're into music, this is kind of a little known fact, but I'm also a singer-songwriter musician. So I have an album called Shannon Neon State, and it's on Spotify and Amazon Music and Apple Music and everywhere else streaming happens. Check out that album if you feel so compelled. At any rate, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.